Minecraft is often considered one of the most simple games out there, most likely because of its sandbox style and simple graphics. And of course, if you're like me, someone who grew up in the 2010s, watching Minecraft YouTubers and Minecraft music videos, looking at you all make some cake. However, past its charm and simplicity, there's something that lurks behind it, inescapable from such a family-friendly game, and the root of every high schooler's pain and suffering. Physics. If you paid attention to your physics class, you know what F equals M times A is, and if you don't know what that is, we're in the same boat, man. I fell asleep half the time. Don't tell my mom, please. Anyways, F equals M times A is the formula derived from Newton's first law, which basically means objects are stubborn and will not change velocity unless a force acts on it. So to stay on the Minecraft theme, if you're a savage and you don't shear the sheep, you punch them to death for survival. But when you punch the sheep, there's usually a force coming back on you. And that force happens to be equal to the force of your punch. And ta-da! That's Newton's third law. I'd also like to note that the direction of an object accelerating is dictated by the direction of the net force, which I'll talk about later. That's all educational and stuff, but what does this have to do with Elytras, you ask? Well, Elytras are very similar to parachutes in the sense of being that they make you descend slowly, which is why I'll be using similar physics to them. When you descend at first, you might feel a little bit of free fall, meaning you're accelerating due to gravity. Even if you do have air resistance pushing you up, the net force is a downward direction. The parachute or elytra is activated and the air resistance increased because of the surface level. You will eventually stop accelerating because the net force is zero, which means the force of the air resistance and the force of the gravity cancel out. Your velocity isn't zero, but you'll start to descend slowly, unless you double tap. I've been focusing on the smaller part of Elytras when I haven't been talking about the true full potential of them. Fireworks. It's what gets you from gliding to flying. Now remember when I said that thing about beating sheep? The gist of it is every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Yes, I'm your teacher now. But this applies here as well, just at a larger scale. The explosion of fireworks actually propels you forward, which is able to overcome the force of the air, pushing you backwards, accelerating you towards to making that cake. I know this video might be a little weird, because hey, it's my first video. And I hope you guys did find it a little bit entertaining or educational. I like to hear some feedback. I want to still improve my content in the future, and I'll be taking video suggestions as well. Anyways, I'm Mauve, so Mauve, that is me.